What is even happening in this game? We got game 1 here of Team Liquid versus NGX, we will call them. Sumel will be playing the Coddle mid lane, Kroki position 5 Abaddon with Miracle. Looks like he'll be playing in the off lane to dodge the Viper matchup, but playing with GH and the Bristleback IO lane. And then we've got, last but not least, Mind Control playing really Nature's Prophet, trying to get the lane matchups that they want. On the side of Liquid, we have Zai playing Viper as the position 3, Boxy position 4, Marcy, Tiny in the mid lane. Jakiro, a hero you don't see a ton of anymore, but they picked it just to try and deal with the treants in the laning stage. And then Morphling as their carrier. Anna is standing in, right, for Team Liquid here. Maybe it's just a comfort pick here. I will say, draft-wise, NGX has very little stuns to work with. In fact, they have like 0. So until they get this leash talent online, catching this morph is quite hard because they literally don't have a stun. But on the side of Liquid, they got plenty of stuns. They got a lot of stuns, actually. So much more well-balanced lineup here for Team Liquid in game 1. Runes going, are they split? Yeah, it's a 50-50 split on the bounty runes. Looks like Zai will be going in just Abaddon here in lane. No cares. Laning with Mind Control, and they're just gonna zone Zai out from level 1. This feels pretty bad, I must say. Let's see what type of harass they can do. They're waiting for the shields, but I think these treants are just gonna bully Zai out of the lane here, and Boxy might have to just take a couple last hits here. As far as the other lanes go, it's really just come down to who gets better last hits. I think Bristle will be fine here just to see us the Quills, and I think Morph will also be fine because he's just so high. He has high armor, basically, so the Quills don't hurt him a lot, and he has high base damage. But they can get outplayed, for sure. Definitely a possibility. Boxy's trying to drag the wave here away from Kroki. Standard stuff at the moment. In mid lane, I mean, probably not much to say. If Smell gets a kill here, I'd be super surprised. Looks like they're going Kroki. He might be in trouble here, to be honest with you. He's going to have to shield soon. And there's going to rebound. Oh, he decided to save his point. Got disposed now. No shield available. And Kroki thought he could, like, sit against this Viper, against the poison attack, but did not realize that there's 0 cooldown on this ability, whereas your shield does have a cooldown. So I just had to commit a lot of mana. But with First Blood, he'll be able to regain all that mana quite easily. So a bit of misplay from Kroki there. Not the end of the world, but much needed gold for that Viper in this laning stage. Boxy dragging the waves again. They're realizing this top lane is like not easy for them. And so they're gonna drag the creeps to try and just get the lane in their favor so they just don't get zoned out. But Mind Control is gonna do the same thing. He's gonna also drag the wave to get it in his favor. Checking on this bot lane, 5 last hits on Ana and 11 and 4 on Miracle. So this IO Bristle getting a little bit of an edge in this laning stage here. And then on the top lane, I think most likely kills will be happening on this top lane here as the rebound does come in. It looks like there will be no dispose. All right, there's the dispose. Looks like they will go here. He's gonna have to TP out. Level 1 shield is not super powerful. Kind of seeing the strength of Viper here. They're double counterpicking this Viper, but yet it's still doing incredibly. I'd argue to say it's winning its lane. In fact, yes it is. It is winning its lane. I'm sure if we take a look at the net worth, that might be true as well, and it is. And if they're gonna go in here, Kroki has gone on again. This Marcy Viper is just too strong. This is like one of the strongest lanes in the game. If your Marcy player knows what she is doing. It's a Abaddon shield. You can use it to take off the stacks, but then Marcy's gonna throw your ass right back into the Viper, and he's just gonna reapply them. And the cooldown on this shield is just way too long at level 1 at 12 seconds. Sumel is winning the lane here. They will be jumping on him, tossing him around a little bit, but not much to do, not much to see in this lane, really. Covered Sumel's Coddle a lot. It's really good. He's really good at farming with it. But generally speaking, I don't think he'll ever get a kill in the laning stage, nor will he be killed in the laning stage. Bottom lane here, 6 stacks on both of them. He just lost a stack. I think that saved his life there. That was really close. And on top lane, the bloodbath does not stop here. This is a disaster of a laning stage here for the safe lane of NGX. Smell's looking to do stacks. This is what Coddle does, right? You just farm the jungle, stack the jungle, push out mid lane, and then you go jungle, and then you get your bots in like 7 minutes almost every single game. Right into a vessel. Should be good this game. And I think Sumel's gonna have to do some heavy lifting in this mid game to make up for how poorly this top lane is doing. But saving grace, you will see Miracle here, 30 CS to Anna's 16 CS here. This lane is doing incredibly well for NGX. Miracle is free farming, kind of making up for the difference in net worth in this game. So Sumel and Miracle, yet again, carrying the team to the best of their ability. Sai has an Urn, Quelling Blade, because he's playing into Nature's Prophet. Bottom lane here, looks like Anna's going to be continuously pressured. Mid lane, nothing. Zai's going to start taking a little bit of damage here, but he's level 5 now. He has some skill points saved. I think he's decided, he has committed it to the poison attack. Roku had 2 points in the shield now. We'll be able to spam that shield a little bit more, but I still think this top lane is quite dangerous. Let's switch it to net worth now. Oh my goodness, look at the stacks. Alright, that's a big thing that's NGX have going for them here. Like, you don't have any stacks going for Radiant right now. So not only is Miracle winning his lane free farming, 39 and 10 to 17 and 4 of the Morphling. The Morphling pick is not working out right now. He also is going to come home to like quadruple stacks over here when he finishes his Vanguard. I will easily be able to keep him up for that. I'll switch over to net worth now because I think that is more important at the moment. Coddle and Tiny keeping up at the moment. There's an Arcane Rune here on the Tiny now. Blinding Light down. Not much happening here. That looks like Zai will go in here on Mind Control, who does have a Salve and a TP, but it looks like he will hold it. He's got stick charges, but nothing else to really play with here. This is looking like Miracle's gonna like be Alchemist levels of farm if this continues. I think he's just waiting for his Vanguard here, and he's gonna just go ham. On the top lanes, I will try to retaliate a bit by getting this tower, but we'll see what happens. Anna's just going in. He's a madman. He has a lot of strength to play with here, but on the top lane, Mickey has made a rotation. No, he just found him at the rune. Free Kuroki kill. Nothing too special there, just a little bit of a death. So he doesn't actually have mana here on Miracle to do much, but they're just baiting to keep his catapult alive. I think they want to get this tower really desperately, that way they can just go do their stacks. But it looks like it'll be a little harder for them to do. And Marcy's going on top lane. Looks like Mind Control is going to be saved by Sumel. So, but Sumel, they might go on him. The Sprout completely misses, actually. And Sumel will die here, as well as Mind Control. Nice little double kill there. As far as the kill department goes, Liquid is looking really strong this game. 6-0. But you know what time it is. It's going to be ancient farming time, and I think we'll see that net worth, and we'll see the reason why. Kills in Dota right now are not the same as farm. They could be up 11-0, right? But if this continues, where Miracle gets this free farm and does these stacks, they will be behind in net worth. So that's just Dota, the current state of Dota right now. What can you do? And meanwhile, Boxy's going to go on Sumel here. He's pretty fast. But it looks like Boxy will rebound. Kuroki gets the shield off. GH comes in, but it looks like Sumel will die anyway. Score 8-0. Miracle does come in for some retaliation, but they do not get anything at the moment. 8-0, still less than 1,000 gold lead advantage for Team Liquid. Alright, so I think at this point, NGX are just gonna farm Ancients, right? Sumel going in the bottom lane, 700 HP, is that enough? Not even close. I think Anna just needs to get his... Oh my god, he actually died to that. Sumel just snipes him. And Anna having one of the worst games, as well as the Nature's Prophet, but he's the carry. And this Ancient Stack will go down now. At the same time as that Ancient Stack goes down, they're going to pressure mid, but Sumel goes in, gets tossed back. Jakiro's going to TP in, Marcy's going to TP in, and it looks like Sumel is going to die again. That's his third death this game. And on the top lane here, looks like Mind Control, he has no TPing. Looks like he's gonna try and battle this one out. He might be able to if he doesn't get that 5th stack. Oh, I think Mind Control is gonna win this one, right? Nope. Yes? Nope. Yep, he won it. He's gonna die in return, but hella worth. Getting a killing spree for that and the solo EXP. Mind Control is super happy with that outcome. Oh, Miracle said TD. Careful, Anna, you have no TP, my friend. So 10-2, but net worth lead advantage is going to NGX. Still a fairly close game as far as the gold is concerned. We talked about how farm this BB is, but Tiny is the #1 farm tier on the map right now, going Echo Saber first. So in no hurry, and you're kind of noticing this is a trend amongst like good players right nowadays, is they're not rushing these blink daggers. They're not worried about getting these early game kills, because I won't go as far as saying they're meaningless, but they don't mean that much. Getting your farm over the first, I'd say 15 minutes of the game, maybe 20, is far more important than just like running at the enemy and trying to get a couple cheap kills here and there. Not much happening here, but it looks like they're gonna throw Miracle in. The strongest hero, Croaky's behind him, Io's behind him, Coddle's behind him. You're gonna notice how NGX has drafted a lineup where this Miracle Bristleback has tons of enable. So they might not have 0 stuns, but they got a lot of slow. Currently, this is why Morphling, like, I'm not a huge fan of this hero. This hero just farms and takes a very, very, very long time to come online. And you'll see NGX, 12 minutes in the game, are already online. And I'll favor drafts that can, like, fight really early on in the draft, like, every single time, over any, like, hard late game carry type of draft. But the pressure is on NGX too to, like, itemize in a way where they can get kills. Because they have 0 stunts. They just... I mean, they have a lot of slow. Solar Bind, it's only level 1 right now, though. They're just gonna chill, farm it up. We're gonna get a Vessel, maybe a Hex eventually on the Coddle. Gleipnir on the Nature's Prophet. I mean, the Ags will help on Bristleback, too, for control. But right now, I think it's, like, very pointless and hard for them to go for kills, so... You can see why they are opting not to do so. I mean, I think in this particular game, like, going Echo Saber on Tiny might be a little greedy, because you are playing with a Morph on your team who is just, like, not gonna join the game. But if you have like a carry NP or something like that, you might be able to get away with it. He's gonna try and go in. Well, he might not have the Blink Dagger, but he does have the Tumbler's toy. But GH is here. He's gonna take him home. And Croaky, he's gonna skill his ultimate here. He's gonna think about it. Probably should. Ends up skilling it. No stuns to get him out of there, so they're just gonna get out. They're gonna go directly onto Miracle here. He is broken, but he's gonna get healed up. Io has joined the fight. Anna as well. Looks like Mind Control may be a casualty here. Oh, Miracle will actually die here. Mickey's Echo Saber outputting tons of damage here. Who doubted the Echo Saber, guys? It is owning right now. Without it, I don't think they would have the damage for any of these kills. I like how Anna did show up there with his ultimate. It's called Morph. Morph using Morph. Anyway, Boxy going on mid lane here. Tons of heal for GH, so I don't think they'll even get him. Samil has an Arcane Rune, but Mickey's gonna toss him back. And NGX's draft is just too funny. It's like, they can't do anything right now. They really can't. Alright, they're going on Anna here. Oh, Vessel is online for Samel here. The last charge. Anna did use the Morph and the Waveform. He brought the... Oh, he just backpacked the Quelling Blade, so it is available now. Gonna use another Waveform. Incredibly low, but not dead yet. He still has the Arcane Rune on Samel here, so nothing is gonna happen because they cannot slow him enough. And yeah, no stuns, so nothing to happen there. But they are up 1k gold now. No rush for them. Yeah, it's the real Anna. He's a stand-in for Team Liquid for this event. 15 minutes in the game. Liquid are choosing not to defend Roche here. I wonder why. I feel like they're pretty strong. Maybe they don't know what's going on. I think it's a little bit of a mistake here to not try and contest this. I think that Aegis is just so strong on BB this game when playing into Viper. They'll have damage to kill him once, but if he comes right back up, kind of screwed. Blink Dagger is now up on Mickey. Mickey with the Blink Dagger. They see Mind Control. Echo Saber is online. It's basically a solo kill. Boxy's just going to come in and clean it up, but they're going to TP in, and then the Immortal TP Scrolls are going to be used, and they're just going to be out of there. That item's too OP this game. They bring 5 heroes bottom from Enigma to try and deal with that, and they just TP out in front of their face. Sai, he just TPs. It's as simple as that. They're quite literally just immune to NGX this game. Like, NGX is just, they need to make sure they don't fall behind in farm, because their lineup just has 0 stunts, like quite literally 0 stunts. Like, you can't counter this TP scroll. You either have to out damage it, or you have to wait for this Gleipnir to get online, which Mind Control's trying to rush, but then he won't have a BKB if he does that. So I think they have hard decisions to make here, and it looks like Anna's gonna go in, but guess what? He's just gonna TP. So he is out. Meanwhile, Liquid continue to play the split push game. They're just trying to wait out this Aegis. They realize they can't fight into it. Second Aegis will be really important, though. Hex is now queued up for Smell, realizing you can always make up for your weakness in your draft by itemizing for it. And that is exactly what NGX are going to do here. Only sitting with 3 kills on the board, but they have wasted at least 10 TPs. So if you add that up, that is a net worth advantage. All right, here they go in. Insane is stuck here, but he might just TP. And then, of course, he will. Goodbye, my friend. All right, so it looks like NGX, they're choosing not to go for this tower, which I think is a fine play. They'd rather defend their towers. They're going to leave Miracle down here with Aegis. Like, he is immortal. The travels will be back in 20 seconds. We have global teleportation. NGX kind of... Oh, it looks like Zai is sitting up. He wants to do something here. But what is he going to do? They go, they throw him back into the Nether Toxin. Looks like Miracle will die here. And they're going to go on Mind Control next. No Dispose available. Can they save Miracle? Oh, the relocate is missed. They're going to throw Miracle back. Whoa, did he get taught? What? Okay, hold on. Hold up. What just happened here? Sumail, the GOAT himself, the king. Legendary 4-staff play. To get Miracle out of there, or potentially. Or maybe not. It's going to be close. They got him. Miracle got relocated back in. He's back in the middle of everyone, gets tossed back, and what is even happening in this game? GH brings him back to his death after he was safe. That was a little bit clowny to watch. What did I just witness? He was just trying to keep him alive there, but didn't realize the timer was running for his relocate, so ends up biting the dust there on that one. Ana on the top lane. No TP scroll available. No mana available. Are they going to chase him down? I think there's no way he can live from this one. He's just going to get right-clicked down. And that'll be it. That is his death. This is what happens when you don't carry your teleport scroll, guys. Big mistake here from Ana for not keeping the immortality item. But speaking of immortality item, I mean, I guess technically the Atos is up, so no more immortality for Team Liquid here. They do have a way of stopping these pesky TPs now. All right. Miracle is not realizing this is going on here. Gets jumped on, chain stunned, while broken by the Viper, and that'll be it. He's dead. Meanwhile, they are split pushing the map. I think a little greedy there for Miracle to not notice that both side lanes here were pushing out. Pretty important to know. So like, I'll actually go back. I think that is a very valid point. So like from his perspective, right, he's gonna be farming here. This is what he sees, right? So in a situation like this, they're not showing bottom, right? You see Viper, Nether Toxin mid, so there's at least a Viper here. Top lane, no one's showing. The correct play here, in theory, is for just Miracle to chill and wait. I mean, they're doing this on Liquid and it's really fast. Like, they're pushing immediately mid-wave. They're smoking and they're going. And they're also going while their Morph is dead. But they realize they don't really need Morph for this moment as well. So, just one thing, like, sometimes players don't really notice is, like, watch the lanes, right? They're not diving mid. They're not showing bottom. They're not showing top. So, where else could they be, right? If this is the situation, they're either smoked around mid. They're either just farming the enemy jungle here entirely, just AFK with 4 heroes, but pretty unlikely, right? So, just didn't do a good job reading what's going on in the map here. And ends up dying. And that kill gets the mid tower. Still 2k gold advantage going for the way of NGX just because of how farmed all of the cores are. Gleipnir is online. Do we have BKBs yet? Alright, Zai's not even going for BKB. Tiny's going Agnums. Very interesting. Morphling going Scotty. I mean, he does have the Manta, which can take up the Gleipnir. And Marcy is just support, so. Mind Control's just going to highly contested lane. The lane that they think Liquid is playing in. And is going to carefully pull shit out. Or is he going to carefully do it? A little bit of mistake here from Mind Control. So, let's get to the analytical part here, right? On why this was a mistake. Again, right? You see nobody's bottom. You don't really see anything here either. It's in Mind Control's best interest here, and best for his team. If he just sends these treants out to scout, that's his job, right? And play very carefully, and try not to die here. Him going up to hit this wave when they're all missing is incredibly risky and incredibly greedy. And so, what happens is, that can happen. Someone can blink out, stun you. You're gonna get chain stun, you're gonna die. They're now mass TPing. So now NGX is in a position that they don't really want to be in. They don't want to have to mass TP there. And now, at the same time, they're also going to find Miracle bottom. Great shot calling here by Team Liquid to realize mass TPs went to the top lane. Now they're going to chase Miracle out. And Viper is going to use his spells, and goodbye Miracle. So massive mistakes here from NGX. And to break that down quite simply, it's like Mind Control died, you mass TP top, Liquid noticed there was mass TP's top, so they TP bottom to Miracle, who also stayed bottom, realizing his team already TP'd out. So kind of like double mistakes here from NGX. Alright, Mickey goes in on Sumail, but he gets the Force Staff out. He does not have a BKB yet, nor is he going one. So the Vessel will hurt him. And Mickey will get double Vesseled here. And it looks like he'll tick down from the Vessel. Nothing can stop that death from occurring. Getting a little overzealous there from Liquid. And giving away a freebie. And Sumail is on the prowl now. Manta is online. Anna will be using it. Break has been used. He does have... Oh, Gleipnir's up. He has TP available. Oh, he's using the NP TP, and I think he just killed himself. He literally just killed himself. 3, 2, 1. If he waveforms and TPs, he just lives. He just lives. Because he could keep morphing strength there, right? So the two great plays that Liquid did make here and here were kind of just thrown away by a little bit of misplays here and misplays here. It's like no grave map movement error. It's just like minor plays that happen on the map. Just random shit. Very unfortunate. And there's a relocate coming where? On the top lane. Looks like they were looking for support over here, but Boxy already blinked out and is safe. Roshan is up. This is the second Rosh. Really important Roshan. This Roshan is a 2,000 gold swing with the shard included. Quite valuable. We do have a ward available here. Insania is on the ward, but he is alone. Miracle is going to walk up. Insania is wondering where the hell his team is at. And where the hell is his team? Well, I guess Morph is dead, so... Yeah, this is actually a good play. Because Morph is dead, NGX just man up here, because I realized the closest place Morph can TP is here, or here, and that's not nowhere near close enough for him to be ready. So if they bring 5 to this, which they do have 5 with NP being ready, they got no hope there. Go straight into the Rosh pit, 5k advantage with that kill. I think this Rosh is incredibly important, because I think at this point in the game, NGX are building those stuns. You can no longer TP out. They're gonna have a Basher available on Miracle here too, so I think Liquid do need to find it in them to defend this Roshan. But Anna's a bit late. He's on bottom lane instead, and it's gone. Free 6k gold advantage now. Croaky has a backpack Keen Optic, getting that free gold when he doesn't need it. We'll probably swap it when a team fight is about to happen. Very smart. So it's back to the Miracle with Aegis with the Illuminate heal, the Baden heal and shield, and then GH, of course, with his IO to heal him too. Tons of heal for Miracle in this game. Sumail is dealing with the top lane. Scythe of Vice is available. They are relocating. Hex has been used. They're going to jump in on Sumail here. Everyone's on Sumail. Sumail barely gets alive. GH keeping Sumail alive. Sumail will die. Anna's in the middle of everything here, trying to morph as much as he can, but he's silenced by the Curse of Avernus here, and he's just going to go down to Miracle, who's doing a ton of damage for right click, and Mickey's caught as well. So that is, I guess they were waiting here, and they end up killing the IO too. So 2 for 2 trade. Looks like net worth lies that went into the favor of NGX by quite a lot, because I think they were also pushing this wave at the same time. You'll also notice like there will be a bit of a swing back once you do farm all this net worth up and this net worth back too, but still pretty decent chain of events here for NGX. I just think them having the Aegis is really big. So the game was pretty even for a little bit, but I think now is the point of the game where things are getting out of hand. Oh, is that Abyssal Blade almost complete for Miracle? So not even BKBs can save you from this. Not that they want to go BKBs. The Tree Volley is online. Oh, the toss back into the dispose back. Miracle is just in the middle of the enemy base here, trying to zone the Tree Volley here, but Miracle has his own immortality method this game, BKB TP. I think they learned their lesson there, trying to go high ground against Marcy Tiny. Perhaps not so easy, but with that BKB being on cooldown, Liquid now have an opening. BKB is going cooldown, guys. 90 seconds this patch. It's a big window. to make something happen. But Croaky with the invisibility will pop the smoke of Zai, so I think they have good intelligence now of what's going on here. So Liquid have to make a choice now. Top lane is getting pushed by the treants of mind control. Do they go back and defend it? They kind of have to. And it looks like BKB will be the choice of Mickey now after the Aghanim Scepter. I have not seen this item in a while. Is this item underrated? It might be. Not entirely sure. We'll see this game if it has much impact. But just have to think his alternatives are what? A Silver Edge? It's pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. That does sound pretty good. But it's a lot of AoE damage. If they can catch like the supports in it, could do some good stuff. I mean, when you do get to the Daedalus with the Aghanim Scepter, it's actually quite potent. It's just like a lot of farm in this meta for a mid-tiny to acquire. But in this game, it looks like Zai will be the sacrificial lamb. Opting to not go for BKB himself, he went for a Shiva's Guard. Marcy will get caught. I mean, Ags used to be the meta on Tiny, but it received like a couple nerfs. I think it was the Echo Saber nerf, where it wouldn't apply to the tree volley anymore and people stopped going it. But looks like regardless of that nerf, it is coming back into the meta. Croaky has an Aghanim Scepter online. This one's interesting. Increases the duration of his ultimate, as well as every time an ally takes 525 damage within 1600 range of a baton, an individual mist coil will automatically fire towards that target. He's going to go for the mist coil talents as well. I think the 400 AoE mist coil talent works as well, so that's actually pretty OP if you can manage to get to level 25. But we're talking like 50-60 minute territory before we see that talent come online. I like the Blink Dagger here from Miracle. It's all about itemizing to get catch in this game. Getting on top of your opponent, because if they get on top of you first, I can understand NGX's hesitation here. You saw in the base, Bristle went flying back here, and then disposed even further back. They need to get the jump first. They can't get initiated on. Nobody can get that deep to save Miracle if he does get thrown that far back. NGX are just going to play the farm game and wait patiently for that initiation. Bot lane here, Tiny's looking to go in. Mind Control is sending more split push that way, but as soon as they see Tiny bop, they immediately go. Take notes, kids. You saw Tiny showed bottom, immediately NGX pounce. That's what they're waiting for. That's what pro players are looking for in these games. It's not random. Anna choosing not to go BKB this game. Instead of gonna go Satanic. He will have two ways to remove, I mean, the Vessel, I suppose, but it looks like they will get the leash talent online. Anna's stuck here. He is hexed. Does not get the morph off. Well, he did get the morph off, but he did not get the attribute shift off. I'm going to call it morph because that's what we do. And then the mid lane, they're going to try and go on Croaky, but he does have the Ags available. Zai is leashed, but he will Hurricane Pike out of there. Marcy will not have the luxury. And then Sumel is here with the Hex to bring down Zai. Anna having a little bit of a rough game here, struggling to find any impact in this game whatsoever. Miracle's gonna go in, Abyssal Blade Blink completed. And this game just got out of control real fast. Unless they buy back here, which I don't think they should. Alright, they might need to if you're going for your throne. I think buybacks will have to be expended here. They're gonna have to be a little scared for their throne. Miracle choosing not to hit at the moment. It looks like they don't have creeps, but going for the jugular here. There is no glyph available. No trees to toss either, it looks like. 16 seconds on Anna. The throne is exposed. Miracle does have his BKB. They will commit for the GG. Without any buybacks, the game will just end, just like that. Liquid just let them finish the game without buying back there. Very interesting. I don't think they had much of a shot regardless, though, because Anna was just dead for way too long. So Nigma, show you what to do when you're playing a draft that has 0 stuns. Just farm, well, until you can buy items that give you stuns. So that's always your hope. And they did it well. And they had a lot of global presence, they had a lot of heal. They had a particular draft in mind. I think Morphling is a really shit hero this patch. I don't think like this game persuaded me to be any better. I mean, Anna is like, I'm sure he's a great Morphling. He made quite a few misplays this game, but he just wasn't online in time. And I just think Liquid did not make the right rotations to get this morph in the game. Dota is not a game right now, and especially in this patch and this caliber of teams where you're going to AFK farm as a pos 1 and eventually carry the game. You have to be active, you have to be doing stuff as a carry, otherwise games will be very difficult.